The event today is to bring contractors, subcontractors, municipalities, public, utility operators all together to make sure we all understand the importance of safety when working and digging around underground utilities or above electric lines. So we want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to know the best practices and the importance of being safe so you don't end up damaging an underground gas line, electric fiber line, or an overhead electric line or water line. So the importance of having an actual demonstration is so they can see what really happens out there in the field that would potentially cause a damage and how to prevent that. So we have a trench safety excavation demonstration to show the importance of having a trench box and equipment. Before you get into a trench, you want to make sure everything is properly shored, and that way it prevents the soil from collapsing in on a worker who's underground. So the trench safety demonstration, we'll have another demonstration talking about digging around an underground pipeline, and if you're boring, how to properly bore, and also how you could accidentally hit a gas line when you're boring, and the importance of staying away from those lines, using best practices and required methods of digging.
What we do is we provide educational services as far as safety training for the community. We do like OSHA 10-hour and 30-hour courses in English and Spanish, as well as other OSHA courses. Because it's a trenching and excavation event, some of the courses that we teach have a lot to do with trenching and excavation. We have employers that are out there digging trenches, getting into confined spaces, so that's some of the topics that we teach. We recently got into an alliance, actually an ambassador alliance with OSHA. We're actually the first university within 6 states. We're online at El Paso Community College. If you go into the Risk Management Institute website, our numbers are there that teach these courses for the community both in English and Spanish. Again, the OSHA 10s are 10-hour courses. The OSHA 30s are 30-hour courses. The Spanish ones take a little bit longer, and then we have other topics like accident investigation, OSHA record keeping, confined space entry, hazardous communication of chemicals, and other that are relevant to OSHA standards.
With Texas 811, we want to make sure that everyone calls 811 or notifies Texas 811 before they start digging or excavating. It's always important to always have a locate ticket before you dig, because underground utilities can be installed at a certain depth, but over time they may be very shallow. So you might end up hitting an underground gas line, fiber line, electric line, water line, and you want to make sure that all of those utilities are marked and identified with the approximate location so you can keep your heavy equipment away from it and protect your workers and prevent any type of damage to those underground utilities. And Texas 811 is the one-call center, and we are the ones that notify those utility operators that you may be digging or excavating in the vicinity of an underground utility, and for them to send out those locators to place marks on the ground. So it's very important at any depth to always have a locate ticket request and to wait your 48 hours before you actually start digging, and those are business hours. So to get a locate ticket, you can either call 811 and speak to one of our live agents at our call center, or you can go on to texas811.org and you can utilize our online portal, but that will begin the process of a locate ticket for you. So the last time we had this event was back in 2019, so we're happy to bring it back to El Paso, and we're happy to partner with El Paso Community College. With El Paso Community College, the education doesn't stop at just this event. The attendees here can register for ongoing classes around safety and best practices. They can also work with other organizations regarding education, but El Paso Community College helps us continue that education, so we appreciate that partnership.